Programmatic usually consists of a couple of elements. First element is a DSP or demand-side platform, which allows you to reach thousands of different sites and target your campaigns. The second very important element is a DMP or data management platform. However, DMP can store all sorts of data from demographic information to certain first-party data collected from an advertiser site, but also there are certain custom segments that can be created in the DMP platform, which would be focused on the specific advertiser needs. We at Eskimi are trying to create unique data sets for different advertisers. And we have created a data set specifically for mobile operators because we understood what they need when they're communicating on digital. So an advertiser from a telco perspective can normally target different operators. So that allows them to target their messages and split their messages, and they can target their loyalty message to their own consumers or a certain acquisition or intake message to the competitors. But on top of that, we have enabled 4 DMP data sets that would be useful for a mobile operator. The first one is an ability to target multi-SIM users. We all understand that in markets like Nigeria, Kenya, India, or Bangladesh, users would be using more than one SIM card, and they would be using multi-SIM devices as well. So it is important for the operators to understand who of those users are using more than one SIM and which SIM is used the most. So operators using Eskimi DMP can target users by whether the customer is using the first SIM or the second SIM or the third SIM, and target them by frequency. Also, they can target users who were their own consumers and now switch to another operator with a comeback offer, and also achieve a very cost-efficient way to reach those consumers who have left and stopped using their services. The second data set that we have enabled in almost all the markets that we're working in is data consumption targeting. This is very important when communicating data bundles and splitting the audience based on their consumption. So we have 4 groups of users, from the lowest users of data to the highest users of data. So for example, an operator can make a decision to target 5 GB data plan to only the top data consuming audience, and 100 MB data plan to the low-end or mass market data consumers, thus splitting the messages and not spending money on just one messaging for all. The third element that we've enabled for telcos is 3G, 4G network and device targeting, which we have already successfully launched in markets like Kenya and Nigeria. This enables operators to promote their newly launched 4G network in the most efficient manner. What it allows to do, the operator can split their audiences into the audience which would have a 4G device but would not use the 4G network. That means that the customer would probably need to change the SIM. You can also target 3G device users who are only using 3G, then they would have to change the device and change the SIM. And if the customer is already using a 4G device and is on 4G network, a mobile operator can choose to target them and with the message of actually buying a new bundle of 4G network. On top of that, Eskimi has developed a specific click-to-buy possibility. So even from rich media ads, customers can now actually order certain services. So if a mobile operator has a KPI of activating new data plans, it is possible to achieve this from rich media advertisement, which decreases the steps from awareness to the purchase using your digital communication.